This is New York Nightly News with Chuck Scarborough. Live from Studio 3C in Rockefeller Center.
All right, well, barbecue ribs, hamburgers, hot dogs, all backyard barbecue staples that go great really with beer or soda. But which wines would you pair them with? Here to teach us about summer wine pairings is Zack Kameron, his head sommelier for Voce at Columbus Circle. Zack, welcome. Good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Some wines. You know, when you picture the classic picture of the backyard barbecue, it's a guy with tongs in one hand and a beer in the other. But obviously not at your house, right?
Well, you know, I, along with many other people, like to spice up their barbecue. And when you think about it, in reality, you're using meats, you're using cheeses, you're using vegetable, all things that go very, very well with wine. So you don't have to limit yourself to having beer or cocktails. You have some lovely wines that you can absolutely pair with any of your barbecue options.
When did you make the transition in your life to pairing wines with your barbecues instead of the classic bottle of beer?
I think it's more of transitioning your barbecue from both a lunchtime event to a dinner event, an early evening event, or, you know, using it as a celebration. I think that wine makes a complement to anything. And, you know, you also have your guests who don't exactly enjoy beer or cocktails, who want something a little bit lighter, a little more refreshing, so they go with wine.
So we're going to wine school right now. We're going to have a little lesson right here in wines. You've picked some wines sitting out here that are perfect to go with certain barbecues, right?
Absolutely.
So why don't we start here? This is an interesting looking wine. This
is the Cupro Romato from Thames. It's from Venezia Giulia.
Okay, she wants to see it. We don't move it here, right?
Quite all right.
Sorry about that.
But what it is it's a Pinot Grigio made in a Romato style. Romato means to leave it on the skins for a little while. And what that does is it gives it that copperish hue, but it also gives it this beautiful bouquet and a little bit more body, a little more structure, so that it can stand up to a little bit more dishes. So here you see...
What's the grape in this?
The grape is Pinot Grigio. And actually, this is historically the way that Pinot Grigio was made, because before they had the technology to separate seeds and stems and everything, the wine came out with this coppery hue because most people don't know all grapes squeeze white juice for the most part, and you have to leave the skins on them to gain color. So this adds that nice coppery hue to it, and it also adds some wonderful notes to the nose. You get this beautiful strawberry. You get a little bit of clotted cream, and the additional skin contact gives it a little bit more tannin to help you stay with a heavier dish. This is a beautiful pairing with a fattier fish, like a salmon, if you have that on the grill.
The bouquet
something
is a
like
little robust. It is.
Absolutely.
Smell, yeah. And normally, I mean, all Pinot Grigios I've had have been fairly clear.
Oh, absolutely.
Colorless. But this one has an interesting sort of peach color.
This is sort of a throwback to the traditional method of making Pinot Grigio to give someone a authentic view of what it can be.
Let's move along.
Yes, Lucente. This is the second label of Luce, Frescobaldi's flagship wine. The thing that's great about going with the second label is you're getting 700 years of Italian winemaking knowledge and skill in a glass for a quarter of the price of what you would normally pay for the wine.
What would you pair that with?
Well, it's got a beautiful, very velvety dark fruit bouquet, so it goes with wonderfully with spicier pork loins, some grilled lamb, incredible with some grilled sausages as well. Moving on to the third wine, we have a Montefalco Rosso from Arnaldo Caprai. This is from Umbria. This sort of highlights Sagrantino, which is one of the indigenous varietals to Umbria, and it has this wonderful smoky spiciness to it as well, some nice tannic structure.
How do they get that?
Well, you know, it's a combination between the grapes, you know, original characteristics of what the varietal displays, but also in terms of the winemaking of leaving it on skins and aging it. But this is a beautiful pairing for a burger. I mean, when you have that nice meat, that little bit of pepper, cheese, goes beautifully because of the nice fruit. You get that little smoke, and that nice tannic structure goes beautifully with any burger you have.
Okay. Have you got a favorite barbecue dish that you like?
Well, you know, I like to mix it up a little bit. I enjoy things with a lot of spice in the summer, and even drinking it with a little bit of sweet wine. I make a lot of things with jalapeno and mango and things that mixing spice and fruit to sort of spice it up a little bit away from your just standard barbecue sauce.
And you don't abide by the rule exclusively that if you're going to go with red meat, use red wine, and with the lighter dishes?
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Especially a wine like Lucente with that very rich fruit profile can certainly pair with any grilled poultry that you have, even in going into a heartier fish.
All right. Well, Zack, thanks for coming in.
Absolutely.
It's been a pleasure. It's been a nice learning moment for us. We'll be right back with more New York Nightly News. Stay with us.